Raekwon was the man, you know? He ain't died.
Oh, he just retired. I get it. I'm sorry. Well, it's like saying, yo, Steve Nash was the man. I got you.
Oh, we good? Tell me how you look at what you think of that. Tell me what you think it is.
Cool. It works. I can. Well, it's on the. It look like it's on. It feel like it's on the slant, but I'm like,
That's better, right?
yeah. That's good. I don't even think I'm gonna leave that shit in there. I'm gonna probably pick it up.
Yeah, I think it's good. Whenever you're ready.
What?
Why you got your ass holding the camera right now? You like popping your boy pussy.
My cash app name is Wet Laugh.
I just had to make a cash app for the fucking job I was working at. Stop doing that shit. What are you doing?
I'm putting the secret. I'm
yeah,
rotating.
no, you just popped it a little bit.
Hey, listen. There's some coins popping up. Bling, bling, bling.
That was a big pause moment right there.
Hey, well, listen. All right.
We had the Raekwon popping.
That
was dope.
That'll go down. Well, you won't hear that.
What?
That and the other one.
No, I don't think so.
The game. Nah, because we're going to be talking in here.
Well, we live on there, so we've been live.
Hey, listen. Now they get to see what's up.
But you was in there? No, that ain't what up.
I said they get to see
That,
what's up.
yeah, but that's not what's up. You popping boy pussy. That was not what's up. That was not what's up. We saw that.
I just got. You might have to get a little bit closer.
So let me know. Just let me know. Check.
That's about.
Spot huh?
Yeah.
Popping
You'll
boy
speak
pussy,
louder
ma.
now. You'll be speaking louder now, though.
Ma. What's wrong with AG Dunk, ma? You out here in fatigues.
All the time.
Don't pop your boy pussy for me. I ain't on that kind of time, ma.
Wait a minute. Why are you singing to me? Why are you singing
First
to me
off,
right now?
I just made a hit record. Did you hear that? Did you hear the
I'm
flow?
not gonna be there.
That was the first off. What you were just doing on the camera on my live. That was.
Sex sells, my dude.
Pause. That was crazy. That was crazy. Come on, man. Pause. So, for my people, I'm gonna wait. We'll just, you do that. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do your introduction. We're gonna do it regular.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do the introduction. But like we can address the people that are watching.
All right, cool.
First.
So for those who are watching live, we're here at I Can't Make This Up podcast with who's family to me, AJ Dunk over here. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't checked out the podcast, we've done plenty of episodes. But go check out ajdunk.com and you can go listen to it. Or you can go check out I Can't Make This Up on iTunes and other platforms. And you can catch up with the homie. I would suggest you go to ajdunk.com because everything you need to know about him is there, especially social media and everything. And so this is the first time I decided to go live on my channel. So I just wanted y'all to really get something different. I know we talk about battle rap all the time. I just wanted y'all to get something different. This is the comedian, actor, entertainer, AJ Dunk.
The host of I Can't Make This Up.
Founder, creator,
Producer,
ooh, everything.
That's right. That is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hard-working man, right?
Thank you. That's right. That's right.
Man.
Thank you. All right. Are you ready for the show intro?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, everybody, getting it live that's watching. If we don't continue to refer to you, I'm sorry. We're doing it on both ends. But you're getting to see the episode being taped before it gets edited to be put out. Yeah. So
we're actually in the studio right now.
We in the oven.
While we're, as you guys can see, while we're recording this on the live, which this is being recorded, the audio, everything, and this is all the thing. I just wanted to get the people I rock with and the people who follow me on Battle Rap Opinions site on YouTube. I just want them to get a different perspective. This is something else I also do. I told you guys plenty of times projects I do with comedians, and this is one of them. Me and AJ has been working together for years. Like we were just talking about. I said it's kind of weird. I didn't realize it's been years. Me and you have done plenty of work together.
Yep.
We've done short films together. We've done skits together. We've done podcasts. We've done shows. We did live shows. We've done a lot of work together. So like I said, I just want to show the battle rap community who I rock with something different. What it is I do besides that.
All right.
Plus, I want them to know, like I told everybody, AJ's a very creative and funny guy himself. So, I need you guys to go check him out too and go see what's up. I know you're tired of my shit. So.
Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up, the podcast about breaking stereotypes through stories that can't be made up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Everything can be found at www.ajdunk.com. Just go there and, do all that. But right now, I have a special guest. I like to say that all my guests are special for taking the time out of the day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up. But this guest is special for different reasons. We've been I've been doing this podcast, this show for a while, and he played for a segment. He was like a co-host, you know what I mean? And he's been doing things since then. So please introduce yourself.
Jay Legend, man. Y'all remember me from the Jay Legend Effect, from Battle Rap Opinions. I am the Street Wolf, the leader of the pack, the alpha male. I miss y'all. I know y'all miss me. I know the show has not been the same. And I want to say that I'm very fond of AJ's fatigues that he got on right now. I think no shits is fire for the first time. I think we agree on something when it comes to fashion. I think this is the first time we agree with something.
Wow, and these are so faded. They
really
4 tones lighter than when I got them.
That you finally wore something that just made sense.
Oh man, look,
those are fire. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting 2019 off on the right foot with you.
I also wanted to give a huge shout out to all the people who throughout the years have continued to rock with I Can't Make This Up podcast. We all know the premise is so fire, but people got lives. Shit happens, and sometimes people go left, people come back, people don't, blah blah blah. But for the people who've been consistent, man, you're more than appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. And to lead on to that, March 9th, 10:30 p.m. first live I Can't Make This Up show. It's gonna be.
You're telling me this now with everybody else?
Yeah, ain't that fun?
No.
Hey man, listen, everybody got to find out what.
Too.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you in person. That should be better than the Facebook.
It's not because you didn't mean to tell me. You're telling everybody, so I got to hear along with them. What the fuck? I've been with you all day. Oh, not all day. I've been with you what? Maybe the last 2-3 hours? Last 2 hours?
Abracadabra. March 9th, baby.
I spoke to you earlier via text. Spoke to you what? What was that? We just talked on the phone day for yesterday. What the fuck?
That's how it happens, my dude. March 9th, 10:30 p.m. at the Magnet. We're gonna have a live band. I'm gonna have a band there playing with y'all. I'm gonna have comedian Walter Kelly there. I'm gonna have another person from a different walk of life there, and the third guest could possibly be you. Come to the show, put your name in the bucket. Everybody's gonna be on the panel. You can fill out questions, ask questions, and there will be prizes. Did we have?
Wow. I'm with this. I know we spoke about you putting this sort of things together. As I told you on the text, it was texting, and I told you because I mean it. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
One thing that I've always said about you, you've been hardworking, you've been very consistent, and I know different shit than other people have, so I know the work that you put in and everything, and I'm telling you, and I mean this with all my heart. I'm very proud of you, man, and I'm just to see you take things. Like I said, man, some people would have just gave up a long time ago. I seen what you've done for so many different angles. I love that you don't just take one angle. Take multiple angles. I appreciate and I respect that. And like I said, man, to see this start happening for you, I'm proud of you. And I'm gonna do everything I can to be there. It's March 9th, Biggie's birthday. I don't smoke weed, but I'd rather be somewhere smoking weed. But I'm gonna try to be.
Listen here, this like from this show, there ain't no judgment. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what you do is what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I might that day.
All right, you taking what you take, baby.
I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's dope.
So, it's about breaking stereotypes, and a story just came out today. With I don't know that much on the details, so we're just gonna go through what we know. The actor from Empire, and I read maybe 15 seconds of it. Recording artist. So Jay will know some facts that I don't necessarily know too, so he'll be able to fill you in. But there was an incident where basically it was a hate crime. A noose was involved with an actor that is known on TV, a singer. In 2019, there was even a letter sent to his house with like clippings of a magazine cut out and a drawing with a noose around his head. In 2019, that is ridiculous. Like, because so that's what we're here to talk about today. We're going to talk about different point of views for a second, because Jay comes from a different background than most people, and I come from a different background than most people. So we'll be able to hit the topic from different angles.
I mean, we've talked about some of this. We've covered some of this stuff throughout the years. I can't make this up. Like I said, I always appreciate it when AJ involves me, but because I know AJ in general, he's putting in a lot of work, and I hope that everybody out there watching also just take the time out to check him out. But we were just in the car talking about it about an hour or so ago, and the only thing that ever comes to my mind is, of course, this was a crime about race. Sexuality is going to be brought into it. If you know anything about Jussie Smollett, you understand he is not just a gay black man on Empire. He is that in real life. I personally, I've said this on the show. I know people aren't happy hearing this. I don't necessarily agree with that. But you live your life, you do what the fuck you want. Jussie Smollett is one of my favorite singers. I love listening to his music, especially the stuff I see on Empire, the show he acts on. I think he's a super talented guy. But pushing that to the side, I don't give a fuck if he's famous. I don't give a fuck if no one ever heard his name. That's a human being. And to know that there was a noose involved says what it needs to say on the song. I don't need to say shit about that. But regardless, as a human, let me tell you something. I've never been the kind of person, I never will be, the kind of person who shuns violence. I believe it's necessary in situations. We've covered that plenty of times.
Oh, yes.
I don't give a fuck about that. I would never be one of the people who fake acting. No, fuck that. Violence is necessary. But not in this situation. Like I've always said, it's situation. I've always said that. That's a situational thing. In this case, the only violence that should have took place was violence protecting him. I don't think that us as human beings, if somebody wants to attack us for our beliefs, wants to attack us for our lifestyles, so on and so forth, in a violent fashion, I don't agree with it. Yeah. I agree with violence in the standpoint of protecting yourself or commanding respect in certain situations that require that. I don't think because I disagree with your lifestyle, I disagree with your opinion, right, that I should just be violent towards you. That's just not what it is. Jussie Smollett is also an activist. He has on plenty of times. Like if anything, he's been vocal, and we can't shut out that doesn't play a role in the situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Him being outspoken, him being an activist, surely plays a part in this. I'm disgusted by it. I'm not disgusted by many things. I'm just not. I'm not built like that. You know what I mean?
I get disgusted.
Yeah. But this is one of them situations that does, and It goes from the movie theater kind of style letter. That's some shit you see in movies, um, which is pathetic. And then it goes further on. An attack is more than wrong. But for someone to go through the lengths of nooses and all the shit, first off, you're a fucking coward because if you really had a problem, why you ain't approach him? But you need to get somebody else or multiple people. I don't know all the facts. I know the fact is that it was more than one person who attacked him. That's a fact. So for me, I don't know the rest of the facts. Still think you a punk. It's reason and it's situation. Like if your reason ain't enough that you a punk, then your situation is because you as a man, if that's the case, come check my temperature. And, no, but I don't necessarily mean that me. What I mean is that you as a man, if there's a you're approaching another man to see what's up.
Yeah, that is true.
Like for you, that man was going on his day trying to figure out what's the next way to provide for his right because he's said it plenty of times. He has nieces and nephews, and if you have guys have not check him out, he has a large family. So his thought is on that. His thought is on his art, right? What is the next music and everything he's gonna present to you, right? What's the next move career wise in terms of acting and so on and so forth, right? That's where that man's mind frame is. He didn't know you wanted to do some shit like this to him. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know. Man.
Here's my
I
question.
think it's clown shit. I think it's cowardice, to be honest.
Since you know like more information about him than I do, what type of activism was he doing? Like what was he out in the media?
Well, he has spoken out about he's a gay man. He's spoken out about that. He's spoken about mostly has to do with he's been an activist for race on the black side. I believe his whole family is mixed, and he's definitely spoken out about a lot of things in terms of racism. So he's never been quiet about it, whether it's been acting on the show. He's never been quiet about it, whether it be social media, whether it be in interviews, anything. He's never been quiet about any of that, which is something I respect about him. That's not something heavy I'm into, but I respect about him. And overall, like I said, the main thing that made me a fan was the man's talent in terms of singing and songwriting. And seeing him acting, I've told you this in the car, but it's 100% fact. I won't hide from anybody because it's the truth. I stopped watching Empire because I thought the gay shit was going too far. But at the end of the day, that's my right and how I felt to not watch that no more. It didn't change that I listened to his music.
Which is more important.
But I mean, either way, no matter how you want to cut a chopper, it's like all of us as human beings have the right to make that decision. If you're not cool with something, you don't have to do. I'm not cool with that shit. Who you see me putting a fucking new song?
Right. What I meant was that it's more important that you're listening to his music because his music seems like that's going to last longer than seasons of Empire. Empire is going to end. He can continue making music.
Straight to him and straight to what it is he wants to present to the world, opposed to him acting in someone's production, which is nothing wrong with. I'm just saying, like something is straightforward, straight from us. Like I can sit there and act or you can sit there and act in productions. When you do stuff like this is more about the kind of person you are, speaks to who you are, and less than when you do a production because you're going off a script, you're going off direction.
Now, what I like, I gotta play devil's advocate a little bit.
I hate it, but go ahead.
But I do that so things can be addressed and like so if somebody's listening.
I don't always hate it. Let me correct that. Sometimes I hate it. I don't
and it's not always my thoughts. It's just the fact that somebody else could be thinking this way, because
no. And let's be clear about that. It's never about that. It's the point that multiple people think that way.
Yeah,
and that shit is like it's frustrating.
And that's why I feel like it's a conversation to be had. So this is why I am playing devil's advocate. So certain people are not educated on certain things, like certain topics. It's like, oh, this frustrates me, this scares me, this does that. Now, if these certain people feel like he's a threat, That's where the issue is.
I'm with you, but I want to take this time to shout out my man Eric, who I met through you, Eric Gonzalez, comedian Eric Gonzalez. One thing about excuse me, yeah. But one thing about Eric is that um he brought up one time. I was doing the show with him, which is unfiltered. On unfiltered, he brought up where he said a big problem he has is that these motherfuckers do certain shit for notoriety and in their mind fame. So they will do some wild shit, some terrorist shit. They'll do some wild shit because they think their name is gonna go down. It's gonna be an infamous name. It's gonna be, fuck your infamy, man. And the reason why I point out what Eric said because I think that Eric, was like he changed my thought on something where I never looked at it like that. Like yo, these people are doing shit, especially in the social media age, because they feel like their name will be immortalized. And they're doing this shit for attention. And when you really look at it, you can see it. And that's why I hate talking about. That's why it's hard for me to mention certain names. I'll do it when we talk about what was your man Lochte, whatever the fuck his name
Eric
is.
Lochte.
Yeah, that clown shit he
The
did.
swimmer.
And when we talk about I can't remember, which I should remember.
The other dude that
you know what I'm talking about with the rape and all that clown shit, right?
Yep.
Like these dudes, when it comes to the Lochte dude, he don't want that attached with his name. That's why the lie happened the way it happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you got other guys who are mentally fucked up or for some reason believe like, this is gonna immortalize me, and they do this type of sick shit, silly shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? And I only mean sick in terms like it turns my fucking stomach. Not sick like them, because I don't believe that they really this. People always put that. We've talked about it. People always put that thing on them. Oh, they're sick. They sick. Fuck out of here. Don't give them no excuse for that dumb shit. The other case, why they ain't been doing all of this? So to find out that somebody did this to this dude, and at the end of the day, like, what about his voice is bothering you? And when I say voice, I'm talking about his activism.
His message.
Yeah, his message. Exactly. I'm not talking about, what he actually sings. I'm talking about his message. Like, what about that? Because especially when it comes to social media, when it comes to YouTube, things of this nature, I make it clear to everybody. I don't block nobody. I don't do none of this shit. I only block Donald Trump on social media. He's the only one, because I hate everybody retweets his shit on my timeline with their comments. I don't want to see that. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't block nobody. You know why? You not going to get to me. Like, can you catch my nerve for a second? Yes. Overall, you're not going to get to me, especially when we face to face. You're not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got a guy like Jussie Smollett who is talking for a group of people. He's not talking for, he's talking for a group of people. Right? And he is a guy in a position to be heard. He's a guy in a position to be known. On social media, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people he might block or ignore. And I don't understand why people don't do the same. I don't understand what the fuck is the big deal that whatever's coming out that man's mouth, unless he's attacking you directly or if he's saying some racist shit, then I will have a problem with it. I don't follow him. I don't follow many people. I don't know. What I see that gets retweeted on my timeline or reposted, I see him a lot of times talking up for people who don't have a voice. Like I said, I've seen him in interviews doing so. Go check out his Breakfast Club interview that said all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just see it this way. Unless somebody is spreading violent propaganda, propaganda that has to do with hurting or sexually coming at kids, if someone isn't coming with all of that, I just don't see why one day you wake up, call your homeboy and say, you know what? Let's go whip his ass and put him in the news.
Yeah. I wanna comment so much more. It's just the fact that when certain things come out, I have to let the dust settle. Because I'm gonna be influenced by too many others.
We've said that plenty of times on the show. For the people who haven't before, you can check out the old episodes. We have talked about being responsible and understanding facts. There's plenty of times you or I more you, but you or I have, eased up a little bit because all the facts aren't out there. And we've stated that. Like,
Yep.
all the facts aren't out there. That's one thing we've done. We've been very cautious to do. It is your responsibility. I feel like if you want to blog on something to speak about for the public consumption,
Mm-hmm.
we're not talking about what go on in your house.
Definitely.
Because even, like I always say, freedom of speech is what it is. Even if you're racist or whatever, like, it's just you're responsible for what come out your mouth. So, in that responsibility, I think you should do due diligence and watch what it is you say if it's not backed by facts. And we've said that plenty of times on here. I personally, I didn't read a lot of articles that came out on this subject because it was pissing me off just knowing that happened. So me, myself, and again, like I know as you two, we didn't look into much more of this. So we didn't, you know what I mean? And that's even why we're not giving out more details because
right.
we didn't do it. And honestly, it bothered me enough that I'm willing to listen to details. I'm not willing to seek out details.
Right.
And the reason why I'm not willing to seek out details is because that whole situation bothered me, and I'm not there. Like,
It.
I'm not there when it comes to me being able to sit there and say, yo, this is this, that is that. Like, nah. Like, I will be a clown. You shouldn't even want to talk to me or listen to me if I just, every time something came up that's frustrating, I come out there with the false narratives and like, no, man.
Yeah.
I just know that, again, regardless of the topic, what's being put out there is the whole nuisance shit is what really got to me.
Yo, when I read it from a source that, like, it was like a person that would quote like something credible, but like the fact that I saw noose in the article and that it was like one person mentioned it, and I was like, okay, this looked like a joke run. They were saying this, and this. And I saw another person mention it, and it was attached to an article. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That alone is ridiculous. It's just this whole, like, even from being like into this whole acting like community and everything else like that, I'm starting to see things a lot differently on what it actually is. Like, not just because the consumer sees one side, but when you on the other side trying to do that, you see other sides.
I mean, that's for everything.
True.
It doesn't really matter. I don't give a fuck what you do, what's your walk of life. It's always like that. Like you have the most untroubled people in the world, and they would say, "Oh, you know it's like in this side." The fucking nerve of you, but there's some truth to that. Like, everybody isn't, especially. Let me tell you something about entertainment, and I know you agree with me, but everybody doesn't. When it comes to the form of entertainment, so much goes on in the background. So much fuckery, so much, like, it's like,
boy,
it's so much politics, so much, because let me tell you something.
The slightest thing.
Yeah, but what it is that all of us, and we're guilty of it too, we like what we like. Lately, first off, I'm a huge fan of the Punisher series on Netflix. Love it. Awesome. I don't give a fuck what goes on behind the scenes. I just don't. That shit is so dope. We're on the second season now. I want season 15. What the fuck was going on?
So you better hope nobody's back there.
No, but we all know that the behind the scenes there's fuckery going on. Especially the more successful a show is, there's just fuckery going on.
What I would say, it all depends. To be honest with you, it depends upon like who's in. The more people you get involved, yes, there's gonna be something.
But no, that's what I said. The more successful a show is, the bigger the, of course. Yeah. That's where the fuckery's gonna happen. But even more so, let me ask you something.
But just to clarify real quick before this question, the fuckery still doesn't have to be involved with the home base. Like, the home base could stay cool. Like, for example, my improv team, My Mama's Biscuits, we like family. It's 8 of us, we like family. There ain't no fuckery that would happen. Like, we find out later one person doing this. If we grew to something real big, it'd be something around that outer circle.
No, it's always gonna be, but that's why
I'm just clarifying that.
No. So that was just part of what the next thing I was gonna ask you, which is, let's not act like you haven't been around something minuscule that someone thought better of, then there wasn't fuckery involved. Yes, you have.
Hold on.
Yes, you
Say
have.
it again. No, I'm trying
Yes, you
to.
have.
I'm trying to get what you said.
What I'm saying is sometimes, right, you could be around a small production.
Okay.
And then there's politics and bullshit involved. And you're sitting there for, well, all right, I almost slipped up. I'll talk to you at the, where,
See, we live, baby. We do. You know.
some shit going on,
Okay.
right? And you like, hey, I'm just trying to learn something. I'm just here for this purpose. And there's extra fuckery going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, hold on a second, this shit ain't even that big of a deal. So imagine if you motherfuckers got a bigger opportunity. So if you acting like this is such a minuscule situation, right? When in all reality, I'm just here to absorb what you presenting. So imagine if you guys got the big opportunity. And of course, man, it ain't rocket science. The bigger and successful a production is, regardless of what it is, there's gonna be more red tape, more bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
more gossip, more this and that, and none of that. At the end of the day, it's some dumb shit. Especially when we all have bigger goals in mind and we, separate. We really can accomplish that if it's a successful situation, right? Because think about it, and then not to diss them, but you got like the cast of Friends. We were talking about Friends earlier.
Which is so shocking because majority of the black people that I be around, like, I ain't never seen that show, and Jay knows about it.
I'm surprised.
It shocks me because I know about it.
That was such a huge
Nick
show.
at Night type shit. Rerun.
Either way, it was such a huge show. So the point I'm trying to make is that all of them got together. They was getting paid. They didn't like what they was being paid. And at one point, they all got together and said, listen, we all ain't signing shit if we ain't getting $1 million a show. And even bigger than that situation, let's be real. Do these guys have big careers outside of Friends?
No. Certain ones.
No, it's not that they don't have no career. I said big career.
Yes, certain ones have big careers.
Okay, let's just say somebody has a big career at that situation. Still one under the group. And what I'm saying is the politics and the bullshit can easily destroy that.
Yeah.
So yes, you can as a group you're more successful. Going out on your own is a whole different thing. Now imagine if you go on, if you come from a successful show or production, you go off on your own, you try to do your thing, and a motherfucker hates what you stand for that much that they want to do harm for you. But that man never stood there doing what me and you were doing and had this conversation. Never stood there, looked at you dead in your eye. Never none of that. And that man want to find a way to break into your home or want to find a way to break into your car or anything of that, because they feel so strongly about what you spoke up against. Not that they came up to you and said, yo, AJ, I don't like that shit you said. Yo, you want to clarify? Or have that dialogue to at least, even if we choose to disagree, right? We step to the opportunity to have a better understanding of one another, correct?
That's real.
Instead of a motherfucker just out of nowhere, never talk to you, never nothing. And this man, because he don't like your views. I don't like a lot of motherfuckers' views, but I'm not approaching nobody and planning on doing no kind of wild shit like that. You know what I do? Don't listen or watch. I'll turn the shit off. Turn it off.
And that's what you should do because there's so many different avenues and networks. You could watch a guy sit in his room and paint one part of his wall over and over and over and over if that's what you like. Because there's an avenue for that shit now.
My kids watch other people play video games on YouTube. It's mind blowing to me. It's mind blowing to me.
Yeah, so like, it's just, man, it's
I don't like that video game. I turn the shit off. I tell my son all the time, you got fucking 4 or 5 systems here. Pick one. Why are you watching somebody playing this shit? You ain't even watching it until I could get a tip at a certain board or stage where you're having a hard time passing the level and you're looking for an advice, so you go find a video. Not that they don't do that, but
they watch it like it's a 7 o'clock show on Tuesday.
Yes. So my thing is, like, I would tell my son, yo, man, we're about to watch a movie together as a family. Turn that shit off, man. But as easy as that go, it's as easy as my opinion. You don't like Jussie Smollett's opinion. You don't like my opinion.
Yeah,
you know how many people probably came here and they listen, and I'm talking about the live. For those listening, we live streaming on my channel, which is built around battle rap. Y'all probably came into this room and said, "These motherfuckers ain't talking about battle rap now."
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit there, and they don't have to sit there and plot somebody's fucking harm over that opinion. Like, I don't get it, man.
And also, like, honestly, like, being involved in comedy, like acting, improv, that most people of an ethnic background don't even know about, you realize that a lot of people are not necessarily what they look like on the outside.
Yeah.
You have to
That's right.
talk to these people, and you have to see where they're coming from. I'm in a group of 8 black performers, and not one of us are the same at all. I got a couple of people in the group that listen to rock music. Like, if we play songs, for example, we just did a show in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Steel Stacks.
Wow.
We was out there and we were performing. And when we perform, we sing songs. Like, we come up, it'll be a song, like we get a suggestion from the audience, whatever that inspires, we start singing. Boom.
Freestyle?
It'll be like a song that's known.
Okay.
So, like, somebody said something and I started singing Katy Perry. 'Cause baby, you're a fire, your work. And then then my other people, they jumped in, we started singing something else. And we did a scene. And we went to edit one scene. My one my one teammate, Mike Poole, gotta do it to you. He goes to edit a scene and he says, "I don't see nothing wrong."
Yo!
And as he says it, right, we're all looking at him and we're just like, "Nah." And we stopped. We stopped right then and we addressed it in the scene.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it's like, man, y'all, we gotta do better, man. We got to. You just gotta take a second and just educate yourself on something else. If you feel like it might be something that's gonna harm you, educate yourself on it. You can go on YouTube and look at videos, or you can try to speak to somebody else to get familiar with it. It's just so
I'm with you, but even if you don't want to do that, it's just one of those things like, go your own fucking way then, fam. Like I said, there's plenty of shit I hear and I don't rock with it. And that's it. I go my own way. That's it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I can't care enough. Listen, if you care enough about somebody who isn't attacking you directly or personally, if you give a fuck about that so much, like, yo, you know what that is? Like, you're gonna have much. I got a stressful life. You're gonna have a stressful life. You gonna have way worse than me. You about to shit about to be crazy. Like,
so basically, what I would say is that if you have the attitude of Jay,
motherfucker.
If you have the attitude of Jay, if you get mad like him and you want to take your frustrations out like that, change the channel. Go to something different. Because the only thing it's going to do is just make you more upset.
Yeah.
More upset.
Yeah, but I would never be that drawn to.
I'm saying, yeah, because you're able to control that. Some people watch
I'm able
it
to turn the shit off.
You're
right.
That's by controlling
but what you just said is 100% right. Some people, which is crazy to me, motherfuckers will hate it so much they gotta watch it. They gotta watch it just to have an opinion or to go crazy on it. Like, yo, that don't even make sense. If I don't like it, I won't watch it. Critiquing it and not liking it is two different things. Me, I'm a big battle rap fan. I critique battles. That's what I do. That's what people watch my channel for. And I'm gonna critique it. It doesn't just because I think somebody won or somebody lost doesn't mean I don't like the battle rapper. The ones who I don't like, I don't talk about. I don't unless somebody brings them up. Other than that, I don't talk about them. I don't do episodes about them. I don't do none of that shit. And guess what? When people suggest shit that they would like me to blog on, and I look at it and see it's someone I don't fuck with, I don't watch it. I just don't watch it. Why would I do it to myself like that?
We have the option to say no. So it's just, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate what happened. That word is, don't take that word lightly in the situation. It's very depressing, and we've spoken to the level of what we can from the information that we've obtained about it. So that's how we feel to this point. Once I get some more information, that's if it dies down the right way, and I look into it, then I'll be able to speak on it more. But at the moment, that's what we got for that situation. Now, we gotta have a story that we can't make up.
So much shit we have. So much shit we have. It's just like, yeah.
Like, I just want to.
I have a story, but it just don't have nothing to do with the topic. So, if that's fine, I'll speak on that.
I might be able to find a way to make it make sense. If it's hey, listen,
it has nothing to do with the topic.
Okay, but guess what?
It's something that just happened the other day.
You're the guest. You're here. You can share this.
I'll share it, but I just want to be clear. It has nothing to do with the topic.
So everybody that's listening, you don't have nothing to do with the topic. So you can exhale, relax. All right, that's gone. We spoke to the max for our intelligence on it. Now we gonna get into some shit.
Alright, so
buckle up twice.
This is what happened, man. So this I don't know. This about to happen like 2-3 days ago, whatever it was. So a friend of mine, we had to do a job together, pretty much. So what happened is, besides that, they asked me. What they said was, if when I was done, because we was like kind of starting and finishing at a different time, but we were on the same contract, the same job. So the decision I made was that was close to their house, the contract. So it didn't make sense for me to come. It was like a 3-day contract. It didn't make sense for me to go from where I live there every day when he lives just minutes away from this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his family in general. So anyway, so what happened was they was having like an issue with their teenage daughter, and you know what I mean, it wasn't no crazy issue, but it was just, you know, she's starting to like cut class and shit like that, right? Nothing crazy, but it was starting to happen. So the whole point, more of the story was, the night before, she was like making a plan, and like the mother walked in and was just like, oh, talking about me. Oh, you know your uncle's here. So if I was you, I wouldn't do that. And she was like, oh, well, I don't care what anybody has to say, this and this and this. And when she looked over her mother's shoulder, she seen me walking out the bathroom and like stopped, like, just shut the fuck up, right? Cool. So the next day, I was leaving because again, there's a difference in the time differential. So I'm leaving, and the father was like, "Yo, let's take my key." I was leaving like an hour earlier than normal, but either way, when I'm leaving, he's coming in type shit. But normally we like overlap for like 2 hours. This time around, I was pretty much done what I need to do, and I was just gonna leave. My foot was hurting, like it's doing that, but my foot was hurting. I was just like, look, I just want to get there. And so when I get there, I'm in a crib. There's no one there. I'm walking in. I don't turn on the lights on. I don't do shit. My feet are hurting, especially with these fucking boots, steel toe boots. If you're working them, you know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, I gotta change this. I'm sorry.
I'm not changing.
Because the battery's about to die.
So great.
We'll take a commercial break.
So great.
Yeah, you too.
In the middle of the episode, middle of the story,
listen,
we got battery issues.
I don't make the batteries.
Me too at the crib. If you end up dropping me over at the crib, I just bought 40 batteries.
These are rechargeable.
Fuck. People are calling me.
You almost done.
No, they know that we're recording. I don't know why people are calling me. Or fucking calling me. But you know, I just want everybody to don't comment in my comment section. Check out at AJ Dunk on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and comment, tell what the fuck is going on. What is this? What is this you doing here? In the middle of a story, a good story.
That builds up the tension, you know what I mean? That makes for a great ending.
No, motherfucker, no.
Oh, I'm excited still. because you walked in the house, didn't cut no lights on. I kind of feel what's going to happen.
No.
I just hope that it happens, but more extreme.
I'm hoping it's not extreme.
I hope it's my thoughts, but bigger. That's a good thing for me. So yeah,
Make sure. Oh, you see? Make sure it's going.
Yeah.
It's recording?
Yep.
No, I see the vocals.
That's the time. Right there.
Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't see that. I just saw the vocal. All right. So, as I was saying, I came in the crib. I ain't turned no lights on. My feet was hurting. The first thing I thought, give me these fucking boots off, man. Steel toes. Shit like that. If you worked in those before, you know how it could be. Especially when you've been on your feet fucking 10 to 12 hours. You know, so I threw them shits off, man. I just had to sit down for a second, right? And I just kind of threw myself on the sofa. And if you see the apartment way, it's like a long hallway from the entrance to the bedroom.
Okay.
When it comes to the living room, you really have to make that turn to see what's going on. So I threw myself on the sofa. About 2 to 3 minutes later, I hear the key to the door. So I'm thinking, all right, it's the daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm already expecting, you know what I mean? Cool. If not, it's the mother. It's one of the two. Cool. I don't say I'm just laying there on the thing. I just took the boots off. You walk in, and I hear, ain't nobody in this motherfucking house, huh? It's a dude. And then I hear the chick, oh, no, ain't nobody here. Come on and come in. But then I hear another chick's voice. Nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Right?
The voice of reason.
The voice of reason. So I hear the chick who belongs there say, oh, ain't nobody here. You see all the lights is off and shit. Ain't nobody here. We got time. Come on, y'all come in and chill. We gonna see what's going on up in here. First of all, what is going on in here?
Yeah, you live here.
The fuck you mean what's going on? All right, so go. I hear the dude, yeah. So then I hear the dude, because there's a difference in floors, but I do floors for a living, so understand this. So I hear the wood floor, you clearly hear the footsteps. So I hear one step, don't. And then I hear the voice of reason in the background say, are you sure? And then I hear the dude say, yeah, well, you know. And then the person who lives there, chick who lived there, sitting there like, ain't nobody here. Just come on. Just come on. It's no big deal. Come on, fuck out of here. Like, come on. And then I hear the dude say, you know what? No. Step out. And I hear the other chick, yeah, let's go. Let's just go. And that chick, ain't nobody here. The lights are on. Ain't nobody here. Come on, you can chill for a little while. Then I hear the dude say, I saw your uncle come in here yesterday. And if that's the dude I always hear about. Then I heard the voice of reason say, exactly. And they left. And while they're leaving, I hear the chick, no, but come on. Yo, whatever, man. Y'all whack. Close the door. Walks past. Finally walks past me. See me and goes, with the shocked face. Like somebody punched it right in the middle of her chest. Then proceed to try to walk away normal. Like, I'm gonna walk normal. Oh, he didn't hear none of that.
I'm glad you told this story.
I gave it that look like, listen, little bitch. Ain't you happy the motherfucker didn't do more than put his toe in this shit? Ain't you happy? Cause this right here.
Yo, honestly, I kind of wanted him to like peek around that corner.
Smart man. Smart fucking man.
No. That third person is the smartest. Because she's like, hold on.
Yeah, but it's still two female versus a dude. A dude, especially when he wants something, right? Let's be real. Don't mind throwing a little more caution to the wind.
Yeah.
But the fact that he just recalled, because the voice of reason is what made him think. And the fact that he took this and said, whoa, I remember what I saw come up in yesterday. And that was a big bag.
I could fit in that bag.
That's a big bag. Oh, something about that tells me that wasn't your regular visit. That nigga right here, right now. He somewhere around. He gotta be somewhere around here. And honestly, Eddie took like a quick look around the door, which no one thinks to do. My boots was there, the ones I just took off.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought you were gonna say. You're gonna be like, he walked in and he was like, you know what?
Because it was like
those boots look like they freshly off.
Yeah, the smoke coming from them. That just is taking off. No, my choice is like when you open the door, especially them, they have like, I don't know, pause, probably like a 6-inch gap or something there, just enough
Why
that my boots.
Pause for
You're right, no. But like my boots are the way I line, even in my house, the way I line my boots next to the door is I put one behind the other. I don't put them jointly together. I put like one, like, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? Like in one line.
Okay.
You know, like one right behind the other in a line.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I do it. They have more space behind their door though. I still did that, force a habit. So opening the door didn't affect that. So it would have been easy for you not to see that shit. Because again, they got more space behind the door. Whereas my door, if you would have opened it a bit too much, you would have felt the difference. So, you know, it was just one of those things, the luck of him, you know.
Yo, I just want to see how my man felt once she told him that she was there, that he left.
I want to know. Because you know that's what she did when she went to the room. She had to text them or something like, yo, we got lucky, we got good, you don't know who's there. And they all well know me for what it is, so they know how that shit was about to turn out. What we have to do in this situation is applaud me for my patience. Let's applaud me. Let's applaud me. Let's applaud me for my patience.
We gotta give Jay some applause.
Right, because I definitely could have jumped the gun on there
and then there could have been violence and nooses around necks.
There wouldn't have been no noose. But
listen, I gotta make it. I'm a comedian. Don't forget, I just had to make some type of joke. It's just a joke. It is just a joke.
No, there would have been some, some slow singing and flower brain. Shout out to Mark's Knife.
Slow
the show you got.
That's right, baby. That's right.
And the special lyrics of the man whose birthday that is. That was one of his famous lines. It's gonna be some slow singing flower brain.
There we go.
That's a piece, Biggie Small.
All right. Before we close out, last word. What do you want to leave the people with?
Just to go back to the original topic. You know, we have some fun at the end, as we normally do. But the original topic is just like I said, man. If you really turned off at someone's opinions, I'm not telling you not to voice your opinion, anything of that. I'm saying to just do that, and their opinion isn't a direct attack. In other words, this person isn't saying fuck your mother who's on her deathbed right now. They're not saying when I see your kids, I'm gonna slap your kids. Like, if a man is just advocating for his lifestyle and or race, I just don't see how we can possibly hate that much. How can we hate that much, especially from certain classes, certain economical classes? Like, how can we hate that much? I just don't get it. Like, I could totally get personal attacks, but I just don't get how someone's opinion on a certain topic can create that much hate in you to do that. When the truth is, that same energy that you're putting towards their opinion, you got things in your life that needs that attention. So, I'm not one of the people who run around screaming peace and love. It's just not me. I do want peace. I don't give a fuck about the love. Right?
That's me.
But at the end of the day, I'm always for the respect. I'm always for the respect. And at the end of the day, all of us as people, we make it worse. If there was ever a time, we are in 2019, so much information is accessible, so on and so forth. If you don't have your own opinions at this point in 2019, there's something wrong with you and not the people you choosing to physically attack because of their opinion. It's just my thing.
And there we have it. y'all, you should know. Everybody should know where I stand. If you don't know where I stand, it's hey, we sit, talk about it. In this situation, if he is just speaking about his lifestyle and why his life matters, it should be the same thing that like if you were speaking about, and if it's in a positive way. Like me, I'm out here. I'm just trying to give everybody the chance to express their story. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm out here trying to break stereotypes. Just because I look this way doesn't mean I am this way. You know what I mean?
You've been doing that for years too, by the way. This is nothing new.
It's nothing new at all. I'm gonna talk to everybody, see what's up, see what's good, you know what I mean? Go with it. So cut the shit, y'all. All right, just cut it. Let's learn how to live together. Shit, we got enough with natural disasters happening, killing us. Let's try to stay together.
Yeah.
So again, the name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there's my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. Also my YouTube page. Go check that out. I got a lot going on in there. Sketches, shows that I did, this, that. It's a lot going on. Trying to keep up with myself. It's hard to do, so you got to do it for me. Go to ajdunk.com. Once again, the name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter's always in style, and let them know mine. All right. Cool.
Peace to everybody watching. Thank you. Have a great night. Have a peaceful night, man. Hopefully you have a better sleep than what I'm about to get. And
thank you to everybody out there on Jay's channel. Appreciate you rocking with me. Since I met Jay, I started listening to, paying attention, I'd say, to more battle rap. I'm not a lyrical person. My mind doesn't let me sit there and focus on what people are saying. I know y'all saying some real deep shit. And this lady just told me the other day that she found out who Goku was because of battle rap.
yeah.
And she was like, I was tired of them talking about it, so I had to go see who Goku was. Now she know about Dragon Ball Z. So listen, you can get your information all different ways. So shout out to the battle rappers and people of that community. Respect for you.
All right, y'all. All that, y'all. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the alert bell, all right? Check out I Can't Make This Up.